It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it.
Here's the thing, it's not our world.
None of this is real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through?
matter. We don't matter.
Oh.
If you go to a newsstand and you read about me in these rags, you know, 90% of what you're reading is absolute garbage. It's total fabrication. Check it out.
For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to distract you, to make you laugh, make you happy and docile, so you don't know what's really going on. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati.
Jim Carrey is making headlines, and it's leaving his fans worried for his life after he made jaw-dropping comments on the Illuminati and the dark side of Hollywood. Jim repeatedly hinted that the Illuminati doesn't just control the spotlight, it uses celebrities as distractions, smoke, and mirrors to keep the public from noticing what's really going on behind the curtain. And here's where it gets wild. Carrey claims that after he dared to expose the so-called truth, powerful forces tried to silence him, and they destroyed his career. At the time, people brushed it off as Carrey being eccentric, but now fans are revisiting those moments and whispering that maybe, just maybe, those were his coded warnings to the world. The deeper you go into this story, the darker it gets. Was Jim Carrey really trying to warn us about how Hollywood operates? Guys, you'd better be seated, because this rabbit hole runs deep, and trust me, you are not ready for the layers this story has.
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
So, Jim Carrey is a name that is synonymous with comedy and larger-than-life characters. However, he has recently stirred the pot with his bold and unsettling claims about the entertainment industry and the shadowy forces behind it all, and this has driven people online crazy. You see, Jim is known to millions for his iconic roles in The Mask, Ace Ventura, and The Truman Show. But Carrey has in recent years shifted from being just Hollywood's funny man to a figure shrouded in mystery and controversy. For years, he has hinted that there is a darker, hidden side to Hollywood, a world where celebrities are not simply entertainers, but pawns in a much larger game designed to keep the masses distracted. According to Carrey, fame itself is a carefully constructed illusion, a way to control attention while deeper truths remain hidden. He has delivered these not-so-subtle hints through cryptic interviews, shocking talk show appearances, and unapologetic commentary. And his recent one has left fans divided. The thing is that Jim Carrey expressed his frustration with the secrets and illusions that he believes permeate the entertainment world. Rather than simply brushing off Hollywood as shallow, he has positioned himself as a kind of whistleblower, someone determined to call out the lies hidden behind the glitz and glamour. One of his most infamous moments came during Fashion Week, when Carrey baffled interviewers by bluntly declaring that the event was meaningless. "None of this matters," he said with an unnerving calm, rejecting the very idea of fashion, fame, and celebrity culture.
I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
They're
I
celebrating.
mean, you got to admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons,
in
boy,
icons?
that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry? You're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha!
That clip went viral, leaving many wondering whether he had lost touch with reality or finally seen it for what it truly is. Carrey's comments often carry a spiritual undertone. He has spoken about identity as an illusion, insisting that what most people cling to, fame, success, and ego, are masks that keep them from experiencing real peace. "I don't believe in icons," he once said. "I believe that peace lies beyond personality." Now, one of the most striking moments in Jim Carrey's public journey occurred during his appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, an interview that has since become infamous. Instead of playing it safe with a lighthearted celebrity chat, Carrey walked onto the stage flashing a triangle-shaped hand gesture, a symbol long associated with the Illuminati. The crowd laughed nervously, unsure if he was joking, while Kimmel himself looked visibly caught off guard. Carrey leaned into the moment, insisting he was there to blow the lid off the so-called secrets of Hollywood's hidden puppet masters.
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies.
His tone straddled the line between comedy and sincerity, which only fueled speculation about whether he was mocking conspiracy culture or sending a coded message. He didn't stop there. Carrey went on to suggest that talk show hosts, actors, and celebrities are essentially pawns, employed not just to entertain, but to distract the public from more urgent truths. People on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to distract you, he declared, his words echoing a deep cynicism about the media and its influence on society. For some viewers, this was just Jim Carrey being eccentric, another comedic stunt. But for others, it was confirmation of their long-held suspicions that Hollywood hides darker realities.
And I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on.
The reactions to Carrey's statements have been anything but uniform. For some, his words feel like a rare moment of honesty in an industry built on smoke and mirrors. For others, they're just another sign that the actor has gone too far down a rabbit hole of eccentricity. On YouTube clips and Twitter threads of his Jimmy Kimmel appearance, comments were crazy. Just take a look at some of these. My sister was in this show. She told us when he was telling about this, nobody didn't laugh. This video has been redacted. My dad was there. There was no laughter there. It was added to cover it up. Thanks to Jim for putting his life in danger to say this. Jimmy doesn't look amused. He looks nervous. The best way to hide something is to place it in plain sight. Following his shocking expose, Carrey stunned fans by announcing his retirement from acting. Now, for many, the timing felt suspicious. Was it truly a personal choice to step away from Hollywood, or was it the price of speaking out? Speculation quickly swirled online that Carrey had been quietly pushed out, a theory that gained traction among conspiracy-minded fans who believe the Illuminati silences anyone who threatens to expose them. The comparisons were inevitable. Fans drew parallels between Carrey's exit and the controversies surrounding other outspoken celebrities such as Kanye West, who has also alleged that powerful forces in the entertainment industry work to control, suppress, or punish those who refuse to conform. To Carrey's supporters, this wasn't retirement, it was exile. Carrey himself framed the decision differently, insisting that his fame had served its purpose. "I believe that I got famous so I could let go of fame," he once said, offering a glimpse into his philosophy that celebrity is an illusion, a trap designed to strip away individuality and replace it with a brand. His words resonated with those who see fame as a double-edged sword. On one side, glamour and success. On the other, loss of identity, relentless scrutiny, and the constant fear of saying or doing the wrong thing. But if Hollywood thought Jim Carrey would fade quietly into the shadows, they were wrong. He re-emerged in the most unexpected way. After dropping his 6-minute documentary, I Needed Color, Carrey shocked the world with a side of himself few had ever seen: Jim Carrey, the painter. In a follow-up interview with Culture magazine, Carrey laughed about his sudden disappearance. "People were wondering where I went," he said. "The truth is, I was spirited into the forest by a sprite, and you really just follow it when it happens." The mini-doc, directed and produced by David Bushell, showcased Carrey's private obsession that had consumed him for 6 years: painting. His home had become so overrun with canvases that he admitted to using them as furniture, even eating off them. Far from just a quirky hobby, painting had become become his new identity, his therapy, his rebellion. I Needed Color explores themes of artistic expression, spirituality, relationships, and solitude, all filtered through Carrey's restless imagination. Gone were the funny faces and punchlines. Instead, viewers saw raw emotion, vulnerability, and an entirely new kind of brilliance. For fans used to the manic energy of Ace Ventura or The Mask, it was almost disorienting to see Carrey in such a serious, contemplative context. Yet it worked. The film didn't just reveal a hobby, it revealed Carrey's reinvention. To those who believed Hollywood had cast him out for speaking too much truth, this documentary was a defiant statement. He didn't need the stage or the camera to remain relevant. His art became his voice, his protest, and perhaps his salvation. Now, Jim Carrey's journey through Hollywood has been anything but ordinary. For decades, he was known as the man who could make the world laugh with nothing more than a wild face, a goofy voice, or an over-the-top character. But behind the comedy, Carrey seemed to be wrestling with something much deeper. His willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about fame, the entertainment industry, and even the shadowy whispers of the Illuminati has sparked conversations that refuse to die down. What makes Carrey so fascinating is the contradiction he represents. On one hand, he's the comedian who gave us Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber, iconic roles that defined an era of comedy. On the other hand, he's a man who walked onto late-night television and boldly declared he was ready to blow the lid off Hollywood's biggest secrets. For some, these moments were hilarious. For others, they were chilling. And for many, they left a haunting question. How much of what Jim Carrey said was a joke, and how much was the truth? His shift into art with I Needed Color showed us yet another side, the contemplative, spiritual seeker who wanted to move beyond the noise of